Pride Week here in Budapest, in July, June, well, in the summer. And yeah, the complete title is Manifesto for a Wounded Resistant. So, a gay man was beaten downtown. 49 killed, 53 wounded in the Latino queer party. Attractive and joyful picture of a queer person, brutality and violence. Accounts of fragile bodies, description of hate crimes in newspapers or police records makes us feel the urge to react, to fight back, to empower ourselves, to become strong and indestructible. It makes me angry to realize we live in such a world. It makes me wary. It makes me worry. Fatal hate crimes against LGBT people in Brazil, where I come from, they are almost one every day. Father and son are mistaken for a gay couple and are attacked on their way home. Reading these narratives evoked fear in me, of having my queer existence discovered, of being seen too much by the wrong people, the wrong place, of being unveiled. Some of us need to hide, to move away from the aggressor's sight. Others must evade from public hetero life and leave. They say we do not belong here, so we flee, we emigrate, we go into diaspora. The perpetrators were shouting hate words while striking the victim, making deadly threats and saying injurious words. Result, the victim's nose was broken. The victim is shocked and cries, shame, regret of not having avoided the street, of having put herself in danger, of not coping with it well, of not resisting it enough, shame, regret. When reading all this kind of news, all I want to do is to die, too. To shrink and disappear. But then there are moments when I do not want to change a single thing about our way of dressing or talking or walking or dancing because of the hate that surrounds us. There are instances of clarity then when we refuse to change the places where we hold hands and kiss. If we manage to keep doing everything the same way after suffering a queer-phobic attack, maybe we can show that we will keep existing and shining, even in the face of homo, lesbo, bi-phobia, transphobia. So instead of confining ourselves inside a safe vault, another closet if we may think of living life by half, I believe in exposing our bruises and keep being as we are. Indeed, prioritizing freedom over safety in such paranoid terms might seem absurd, but it might also point elsewhere. The radical act of not changing a single thing, even with the threat of violence, can be powerful and show that we do persist despite how much we are told to adapt. We will not adapt. We will remain the same, vulnerable and creative and joyful. This is not to refuse or deny the effectivity of self-defense or fighting back, of course. Worth it. But it's a hint about doing queer politics differently through a form of resistance that accounts for our vulnerability, a wounded kind of resistance. I believe in politicizing the wound by showing it instead of hiding it, just to find a disturbing connection with the aggressor, a disturbing and powerful bonding that unites the one who hurts and the one who gets hurt. Connection based on a shared vulnerability, a mutual exposure to one another. I believe in swallowing all the hate that is cast upon us and turning it back into a bonding force of care and responsibility for one another, perpetrator and survivor, hater and hated. The presence of others may help and it may threaten, it may aid and it may injure. Bodies are so immensely resistant but also so fragile. They are open to encounters with both lovely and hurtful others. In living in society, there is always a dilemma. In the circus, the animal can become the beast. In the city, friends and foes coexist. In the surroundings of our home, neighbors wave at us with a smile while policing us every day. I believe in the absurdity of offering the other cheek, of affirming, I still have the other side.